So, guys, we have something special coming up. We are throwing the official Power Ranger party at Power Morphicon 2018 in August in Anaheim Convention Center. And we're doing this thing called the Power Ranger. It's called the Angel Grove Prom. Are you familiar with Angel Grove?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the theme of prom?
I love prom.
Did you go to your prom?
I went to every prom. I went before I was even able to go to prom, and I went the year after I graduated.
Wait.
For real.
You went the year after?
I got someone to ask me so I can go. I love prom so much. I've asked all the guys to prom. I've actually never been asked.
Really?
I've asked every single guy because I like being aggressive.
All right. Well, we're going to flip the tables here. So
What do you mean?
I'm hosting this along with the rest of our crew. And I was wondering if you would go to prom with me.
Oh man. This is kind of awkward.
This is awkward.
Because
Oh.
Jake kind of already asked me, but are you even gonna be in town that weekend? Oh, you're not. Sorry, Jake. That's all you get again.
Oh, so I have a prom date.
Yeah, I'll go
There
with you.
we go. Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see you at Angel Grove Prom 2018 at the Anaheim Convention Center. See you at Morphicon.
Da, 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 da.
Brennan Mejia, the Red Dino Charge Ranger. How are you, sir?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great. So we were having a little talk off the camera about you being in the circus.
Yeah.
So I've never been to a circus, and I've always wanted to go because you see them in movies. Growing up, you see them all the time.
Definitely.
But talk to me about the tradition of the circus that you're a part of.
Well, that's kind of actually where I realized I loved performing in general, was through acrobatics. So it's the Great All-American Youth Circus in Redlands. It's based out of a YMCA and it is one of the longest running youth circuses in the world. We're in like year 77 or something. Only went dark during World War II. My dad was in it. My sister was in it. My dad still is in it, actually. I've been in it. The only time I took off was for Power Rangers when I had to go film, and then missed that year, but was fighting monsters. So this circus, it's kind of like an after-school program. So instead of going to do football or soccer, you learn to juggle or wire walk or teeterboard or unicycle. So it's run by volunteers, so it's nonprofit. So basically, we just teach because we were taught by volunteers, and then a lot of them go on to be professional stuntmen and women. A lot of them go on to join Cirque du Soleil or work at SeaWorld or the San Diego Zoo. I've done professional gigs as well, but that's where I started. That's where I realized I liked performing, and kind of went from there. So circus to actor, I guess.
So another quick question I have is, what skill in the circus is that you wanted to learn that maybe you didn't yet, or you haven't? Or do you know everything?
I don't know everything. There's always more to learn. But my wife, who just smiled at me, walked away. She's actually my acrobatic partner and duo cradle partner. I don't know as much trapeze and lyre, which is like the metal hoop that hangs. Right. I'm working on sear wheel right now, which is the giant one that you step in and you spin. That was a nice representation, I'm sure. Yeah.
I see that on Cirque du Soleil all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm working on. Hand balancing is my main skill that I do. I do aerial silks. I do juggle. I wire walk. I unicycle. I do some tumbling.
So you do juggle?
I do. Not
That's
like
amazing.
crazy. Like some people do. Like
You do chainsaws?
if they're like this big, maybe.
I'm seeing the people do the chainsaws.
Yeah, no, they do. It's juggling is one of those things you have to have crazy patience because it takes so long to get to the next level of doing another ball or another pin. It's just repetitive. So I have so much patience, and then I'm like, okay, new skill, something else.
That's amazing, though. That's amazing because that's stuff that you're teaching future generations to kind of come up with, and keeping the circus alive as well. Because I feel like, I think Ringling Brothers just went out of business, right?
Yeah, they just did their last tour, but for me, because I'm also certified as a personal trainer and sports nutritionist, circus gives them a reason to want to work out. It's not just, I need to look aesthetically pleasing. It's I learned a skill which happens to promote a healthy lifestyle.
It's amazing the things you learn. I think we're going to come up with a Brennan Mejia trivia game in a second.
Maybe.
I do have some trivia questions about your season, Power Rangers Dino Charge.
Sure.
How well do you remember your season? It wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago, but to be fair, I actually haven't seen all of the episodes because I didn't have. Well, no, let me explain. Let me explain why. So I got clips sent to me by a friend when I didn't have Netflix, because when they came out, we were in New Zealand. So those ones, he would just send me like the recaps. So I've seen all the recaps, and obviously I was there when I filmed them, and I've seen a lot of them, but I didn't have Nickelodeon. Now that they're on Netflix, I'm starting to watch them, but then I get distracted by other shows too. So it's just like, because I have to watch The Flash and Arrow and all those, but they're only on CW for like so many days, and I don't have TV, so I can't watch them when they're live. So it's like,
Well, I got a question for you. So, because most Rangers I know stories about that they auditioned for other seasons, possibly didn't get it, then ended up on another season. Sure. Did you audition for Dino Charge straight away?
I auditioned for Samurai first, actually, yeah. I had 3 auditions, so I actually had a couple callbacks, didn't get it. I was very, very let down because I really, really was like into wanting it so badly.
Which Ranger do you remember?
Red, yeah. So I would have been a Samurai, but lo and behold, instead I look for Energems. So
You know what? I think it all worked out for you. So here's a little quiz on your season. This game is called Is It Your Season or Not Your Season?
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So our first category is Zords. All right. The Parazord.
Yeah.
Your season or not your season?
My season, Black Ranger.
That is your season.
Chase.
All right. So moving on. Next question. Your season or not your season? This category is Rangers. Hunter Bradley was a Ranger in your season.
Nope.
You know what season that was?
Was that Jungle Fury? Yeah.
It says Dino Thunder, but it wasn't Dino Thunder. Hunter was actually in. This card's wrong. It's in Ninja Storm.
Oh, Ninja Storm. Okay. Well, I knew that wasn't my season. I just didn't know which season it was. But
So-
your card didn't know either.
My card didn't know
I don't
either.
feel that bad.
So your season or not your season monster. This monster's name is Jibo.
I don't think my season. Jibo?
You sure?
Are you making me feel like I should change my answer?
Maybe.
Jibo. I don't recall a Jibo.
G-Bo?
I don't recall a Jibo.
It is your season. It is your season. I don't know. I'm sure we're going to show a picture of it.
That card
We
was
definitely
wrong.
should.
The other card was wrong.
Yeah, it's good. We got to fact check these.
How do you spell it? G-E?
G.
Jibo. I don't know. If you were a monster, I apologize for making you go extinct at the end of every episode and not remembering. I at least try to remember. So,
Now these next ones are always hard for me because they're just super hard to pronounce. But this is next question is your Sentai counterpart.
Okay.
Your season or not your season? Abba Ranger.
Abba. Is that a color? I did watch Kyoryuger, but I don't remember.
Then you would know your answer then.
Well, I know Aka Ranger's red,
Yeah.
but Abba, I don't know all of Nihongo ga Sukoshi Hanasamasu. A little bit of Japanese, not a lot of it.
It's more than I know.
Oh, well, this isn't truly my season. This is like my alternate universe season.
True story.
Abba Ranger. I can say yeah, sure. Why not?
Not your season.
Okay, just kidding.
That
I'm
is
saying no.
Power Rangers Dino Thunder was the season on that
I
one.
only saw Kyoryuger. I haven't seen other Super Sentais.
Well, this one this is a weapon now.
Okay.
Your season or not your season? The Raptor Claw.
That is our season. That's
Correct.
Green Ranger.
Oh, good job. You actually Riley. That's right. Good job.
I just don't know you. I'm sorry.
But you got 3 out of 5. It's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, the Kyoryuger one. I mean, like that's not technically my season, technically. But okay, I'll take it. 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 is not bad. You did a great job. Now, I have a question for you. So, you know that Power Rangers Hyperforce is a new RPG game that they're doing. Would you be open to either reprising a different Ranger or coming on the show as a guest?
I would actually. That'd be fun. I'm totally down.
Which one would you rather be, a new Ranger or a guest?
Probably a guest. I think. I don't know. I mean, it'd be cool to be a new Ranger. I mean, it depends what the storyline is. I'd have to. Like, Tyler vibed with me a lot because I just.
Oh, you related to him.
I did. So if the Ranger was written in a way that I felt fit or something that was something different.
Well, and here, it's the Ranger's not so much written as much as you're creating the Ranger and his journey.
Okay, true.
So I think it's and also, speaking of Hyperforce, do you think this can expand the Power Ranger universe? And if it does, what would you want to see next?
I totally think it can expand it. What I'd want to see next is them going through time and basically recruiting the movie that never was, that a lot of fans ask for, the Dino Charge, Dino Thunder, MMPR crossover. That'd be awesome. So Hyperforce, get on it. You know my contact. At least Peter does.
That would be amazing, actually, getting all three of the different little teams together. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, even if you just have a couple of representatives, because I know getting all 10 of mine would be kind of hard. But it's possible.
Yeah, maybe like you and Austin or Steve and James from Dino Thunder. That would be really cool.
I'm
We'd like to
pretty
see
sure
it.
it's easy to find Yoshi. I mean, he's related to one of them, so.
Yeah, Yoshi's around. He just got back into town, actually.
He did indeed. We're gonna go hit up some training soon, hopefully. At least he said we were. So Yoshi, I'm waiting for you to like let me know.
So here's another thing. I know that the Power Rangers live show that was supposed to take place next year in 2018 just got pushed back.
Sure.
Now with your circus acrobatic skills and all that stuff, would you be open to coming on to do that as well as Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, if they asked me, I'd like to know details before I ever commit to things for sure. But I'm totally interested in anything that is acrobatic in nature and Power Rangers and that goes together. Hence why it was so cool. Like, there's a couple episodes, if you remember in Dino Charge, that I remember. I don't remember Bad Guy Jibo. Jibo, whatever, you know. But I juggled in an episode. I did some handstands in an episode. I did unicycle in an episode. Do you remember unicycling? Do you remember? It was when the monster made us feel like it was summer forever.
Yes. I actually
and
love
we're
that
on
episode.
bikes, and I was like, Red Ranger brings the danger. Yeah, that was some improv. It was super awesome improv. But
Now, last question I have to ask is that the Power Ranger 2017 movie has come and gone.
Sure.
What did you think about that movie, and what would you want to see next, if it happens that there's going to be another movie, or if not?
yeah, sure. I totally enjoyed the movie. I think when people relate it to like the Ivan Ooze original Mighty Morphin movie, it's different entities. It's not. I mean, you can try to compare them, but it's really not the same. I had fun with it. I really enjoyed that they put the Mighty Morphin theme song in with the Megazords. That was a good touch.
OG theme song too, I felt like.
Yeah, it really was. It wasn't even like a remake. It was like so that was cool. In the future, what would I like to see in a sequel if there was a sequel? Well, I'm interested to see if Tommy. I've heard rumors Tommy might be a girl. That'd be cool. That'd be an interesting spin for sure. I want to see more fight sequences, I guess, because they took a while to get. They're building the story and the backstory, and that's at the end of the day that should be more important. But me, I'm like stunts, action, go, hey, you know.
I completely agree with you. I felt that like there wasn't enough. I know it sounds weird to say enough fighting in the action sense of them being Power Rangers so
Yeah.
much. So I agree with you.
So that'd be, looking for that.
Awesome. Well, it was a pleasure always talking to you. Amazing job. Thank you so much.